Okay, Keir, so a much better performance than against Bradford sees us coming back from behind to beat Chipping Sodbury 2-1. You must be delighted with that performance.
Yeah, really good performance. Little bit of a slow start. Fell behind to a really well taken goal from Sodbury. There, they picked up recently. They had a brilliant win in the week against Malvern. So we knew today was going to be really tough. But great response, great attitude, and an even more so pleasing performance today. Played some really good football, created lots and lots of chances, and then probably got our rewards for the constant pressure towards the end when Higgs pops up for a winner like he has so many times over the years.
Was the winner inevitable? It seemed like we had the better chances and we dominated parts of the game. Was a winner likely?
I always think so with the striking options that we've had today, especially. We've taken Luke Hopper on dual registration from Yate as he's come back from injury, made a huge difference today, and great changes from the bench today as well. Waxy and Jim came on to give us fresh opportunities to create chances with those boys doing really well when they come on. Charlie Madison come on today as well, and I thought had a really good game. So I think the changes were positive to go for that winner, but Sodbury are a team who like to counter-attack. We know that if we've watched them this season, and their front three cause anyone problems. They've just signed Matty Jenkins as well from Carney, who I'm a big fan of. He was a constant threat for them. So always wary that you could get caught on that counter-attack, but I think the natural flow of the game, we looked to be the side that was going to go and really push for the winner, and it come late on, probably at the 88th minute. But we've done that a few times this season. You know, we've scored some late winners or late equalisers, or put the game to bed late on. So I think it's a testament to the fitness levels and the enthusiasm of the boys. Having the week off this week helped. We've had lots of lads recovering from illnesses and things like that. So that's been really good this week, just to let lads just relax and didn't have to do that midweek trip that was unavoidable for us this time round. I know that COVID's affected lots of teams over the course of the season, but we tried to battle through as best we can when we've had isolation periods and things like that. But this week it was unavoidable, and I think it done a lot of the boys that were feeling obviously fresh coming into today, and you think you can see that from the performance. Played some really good football, put our lives on the line to keep goals out and things like that, and looked really dangerous, especially in the second phase of attacks. The first ball we might not have won, but we were picking up good second balls and creating really good opportunities. So delighted with the performance today, and I think that if anyone was going to go on and win the game today, it was going to be us.
And another solid defensive performance from us. I saw online a couple of days ago that we had conceded the least number of goals in the league so far against a good team like Chipping Sodbury. How happy are you that when we're scoring up front that we're keeping goals out at the other end as well?
Yeah, and I think that's the base of any good side. That if we can have a really solid back five, you know, that back five now playing together week in, week out, and hopefully with no injuries and things like that, and another week off this week, we can keep boys fresh and healthy, and they've been absolutely superb other than the Bradford result last week, for a good 6-7 weeks now. Absolutely tremendous, so we can always build on that. And today it looked like the switch had been flicked, so to speak, on the attacking threat. I know obviously throwing someone like Luke Hopper in, who's played at a lot higher level, makes a huge difference, but it's his first game in about 3 months. He looked to give good support to Higgs. Matty looked dangerous again, creating lots of opportunities. So if we can get things right at the back, and the defensive stats that you've pointed out to us this week are a nice sort of accolade, but you don't get drawn into that too much. You just try to take each game as it comes, and if we can keep clean sheets and keep goals out like we have been doing, and you're always going to have a chance of nicking points late on like we have done today.
Matt Morris came off injured midway through the second half. He looked I think it was a collision with a railing. Will he be fit for the next game? Yeah,
I think it was just almost the impact. I think he hit his head on the railing, so with those head injuries, I think it's probably best just to take him out of the situation, just make sure he's okay. I think he would have been okay to carry on. I didn't think the actual extent of the injury was too bad, but you know, in those situations, better to be safe than sorry. So I think he'll be fine for next week. And since you've come in, obviously as a club, we've gone leaps and bounds. Talk me through how you think you're progressing and your management's progressing, the players are progressing. Yeah, and I think if you look when I did take over, or the side I inherited, and to what's here today, it's chalk and cheese. You know that we've got promoted. I know through the points per game system that had to happen for us. That was just one of those things. But I think we're obviously in a very good position. We haven't lost a game in Division 1 and deservedly promoted, if you like. But this season, I think we've probably been above expectation at times. You know, like a newly promoted side, you look at Calne, they're sitting down maybe like in the bottom 4, bottom 5. They come up with us, and we're in around that top 6, and we're. I think we might have jumped up to 5th now, and you think the likes of Bradford and Westbury and Wootton Bassett, who are the other Wiltshire sides, that we're above those at the moment. I know you don't win anything after 13 games, but the start to the season and the progression that the club's made, not just under myself and the management and the players, but as a whole football club. You look at how well our development side have been doing recently under the new management of Tom and Dudley, and you look at how professional things are done by Joe Helen and the committee now. I think everything is pointing in the right direction as a club, and if we can get things right off the pitch, it's gonna make life way easier on the pitch. And I think if we can just keep our feet grounded, not get too disappointed when we lose like last week, and not get too excited when we win like today, we'll see where we are towards the end of the season.
And lastly, who did you think was our man of the match for today?
I think Nath was a standout today. Unbelievable performance. Probably the best he's been since he's came in. He was absolutely everywhere. Won defensive headers, broke up play, but every time he got the ball, he wanted to get on it and play. I know he's been a fan's favourite since he's come in, and today I thought he was absolutely exceptional for us.